How are we doing today, man? You probably blew your account today. You probably blew your account today. You probably took a loss, kept trading, got chopped up to death because you couldn't walk away on this day, right? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. That used to be me. I used to trade like that. I used to get chopped up on these days. I used to have to trade every single day, and that's why I didn't make progress for so long in trading. I didn't make any gains. I have now followed my rules for 11 straight trading days. 2 full weeks and 1 day today. That is so much more progress than I've ever made in my life trading. Ever. What I'm going to do is just keep continuing that, right? Keep continuing that process of showing up, doing what I'm supposed to. It's simple. It's boring. Is this video going to get my most views ever? No, because I didn't have a crash out day where I lost everything. I didn't have a biggest winning day ever. I didn't get my first payout. I didn't pass a funded account. I didn't do any of these buzzwords, but this is trading. That's what this channel is supposed to encapsulate. That's why I do daily recaps, is to show you guys, look, this is trading. This is my journey. I've gotten better at trading because of what? I've gotten better at trading because I'm able to now not take a trade every day. Ever since I've started following my rules, we did actually take a loss. On this account, we took a $9 loss. Why? Because we have to take a trade once a month on this account. So we took a trade here and we took a trade here. So now we have another 30 days. Cool. But on our real account, we didn't take a trade. Right? We didn't take a trade. So what does that look like? Look, if we look at this, I want to show you guys this. I've been following my rules since the 16th. 30th, that's about 15 full days, 11 trading days. I've not traded on more days than I've traded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've not traded more days than I've traded. That never used to happen. Never. I was thinking about that TikTok audio, man. I'm brain rotting on TikTok. Dude, side note, I have a TikTok that's gone viral. My first ever 100,000 view TikTok on my new account. That was pretty cool. It was just like brain rot. I was making a joke about Musa Dembele being the best trader of all time. I didn't think it was just a niche reference, and it's done well. But back to the point, right? Trading's become more boring. I've had 3 trades hit stop loss or take profit. The other 2 were break even. So I've only won 2 trades in the last 11 trading sessions. That is boring. That is boring. Today, not taking a trade. What did we see today, right? Well, we hit all-time highs. We have purged all-time highs. What else is today? We had a big straight-up move to purge all-time highs. What else do we have? It's the last day of the trading month. It's the last day of the month. The monthly candle closes today at 4 o'clock. What else? We're just super overextended, right? Look at this. I want to show you guys this. This was the month where we hit all-time highs, right? This is a month where we hit all-time highs before. What can we expect from that monthly candle? Right here, right? So what happens here? This is the all-time high back in the day. We kind of wick all-time highs. We push above. And then what happens? We have a chopped, consolidated candle on the monthly. That candle right there. That's a monthly candle where we didn't really go a whole lot of anywhere. We opened here and we closed here. That candle was 147 points. From the open of the month, the start of the month of March, we only traveled to the close 147 points on the NASDAQ. That's because that's all-time highs price action. You get this, you get a chop, you pull back into the range, and then you get a breakout higher. Boom. Now this is good price action. Still all-time highs, but you get good price action. Then you get a little bit of a pullback, a little retrace. Then boom, chop, all-time highs again. Boom, big retrace. Look at this setup. Look at this IFEG. Talk about clean. Really nice rejection wick. Boom, displacement runs a high. Perfect, right? We're at all-time highs. It's going to be choppier price action. It's going to be less direct. Why? Because we don't have a clear draw in liquidity. Today, we didn't have a clear draw in liquidity. What did we have today? We had London low and Asia low that get taken out, right? We had London low and we had Asia low. After this gets taken, if we don't have an immediate move back higher, I'm not interested. I am no longer interested. I do think that we go and take out London high today because that makes the most sense. We have all this low resistance liquidity. We're bullish. We retrade into a 4-hour gap. I expect us to push higher, right? That's just what you can expect. I have a backtesting video coming out tomorrow because I'm not trading tomorrow. I'm going tonight to watch Manchester City play Al Hilal in the Club World Cup last 16, and then I will be driving to Miami tomorrow during the trading session to watch Real Madrid play. If you guys don't know, I'm a big Real Madrid fan, and I'll get to see them play Juventus. Hopefully they win. Why do I mention that? Well, because I can't trade tomorrow, so that will probably mean that the best price action of all time will happen. The best IFVG setup of all time will happen tomorrow because I can't trade it. So hopefully you guys take advantage of that. But I also have a backtesting video coming out tomorrow. And I'm not going to spoil the results, but I found significantly better trades in the backtesting session. I significantly did better when I had a very strong, clear draw on liquidity. When the market was moving clearly and concisely to a draw on liquidity, I did much better when things were clear and obvious. So what happens? The one trade I wanted to take today was here, right? If we look at ES, we have the 1 minute here. We had this high here was the 5 minute gap, I think. The 5 minute gap was here, right? So we had this 5 minute gap right here. Believe. Yeah, this was the 5 minute high. Look, we have an SMT here. So if we look at NQ, we swept the high inside a 5 minute gap. We got a 1 minute inversion, fair value gap. This was your entry here. Go break even at this low, maybe partial. And then, yeah, maybe partial there. And then when ES ran the low, right? ES ran the low right here. You could stop out of the trade for break even. It was a really barcode chop trade. Why was this trade choppy? Why did I not take it? Well, because again, we run London low and Asia low. So I don't have a clear draw on liquidity besides maybe the new week opening gap over here. But am I going to be looking for that big sell-off? Am I going to try and be a hero when we're at all-time highs? Probably not. We're probably going to grind higher because that makes the most sense, right? We're at all-time highs. So that was the best trade of the day. Was that SMT at the highs right here, and short it. That's a good short. We also had a nice little long. Right here. Change state delivery and inversion right here. Get in there. Go break even at this high. But guess what? You stopped at break even. Getting chopped up. So the whole point with today's video is make progress because trading becomes boring. Trading's supposed to be boring. Trading's supposed to be slow. Trading's supposed to whatever. It's not supposed to be quick, high energy, dopamine. It's supposed to be boring. It's supposed to be slow. And that's trading. That's getting better. That's improving. That's being more conscious of what I'm actually doing in the marketplace, which is trying to have as high a chance of winning as I can. I show up to the market. I try and have the highest chance of winning every day that I can. If this trade would have won and I didn't take it, oh well, right? Because there's always going to be another day. There's always going to be another trade. Bring up the backtesting because I think it's going to be good for you guys to see me trade my strategy on backtesting, and you guys can give me some thoughts and feedback on how I did. But again, whenever I had a clear draw on liquidity and I wasn't trying to do too much in the market, I did significantly better. I had way more understanding of where the market was going to go. I felt way more confident than when you just take a random setup just because it has your checklist. Just because you see your confluences doesn't mean the setup has any narrative, has any reason why it should move. You should only be taking trades when you have a reason behind the trade. Right? Do you have a reason for the market to do that? Do you have a reason for this to be A+? Do you have a reason to get in the trade? And a lot of times you don't have it. Why was this day expecting to be low probability? This is what I wanted to talk about, is why we don't learn from the past mistakes. We don't learn from our experience in trading. Experience has told me that no news Mondays when we have NFP on Thursday, and we have a bank holiday, 4th of July on Friday, and we have high impact news tomorrow. Last day of the month, that's very important as well. All those things in consideration. No news Monday, high impact news the rest of the week, NFP on Thursday, bank holiday Friday, last day of the trade month, all-time highs. We've hit all-time highs. Immediately, lower probability. I come into the day, I expect lower probability conditions, so I don't place a trade. I have to sacrifice the fact that this video is going to get less views. Less people are going to care to watch me talk about not taking a trade because people want to see me blow up. They want to see me win. That's it. Nobody cares about the actual process. Nobody cares I'm sitting here doing what I'm supposed to do, being disciplined, because they just want to see some entertainment. They want to see me crash out. They want to see me lose. They want to see me win, right? They want to see payouts. This is boring. So I have to sacrifice the fact that this video is going to not get as many views. It's not going to do as well. It's not going to get me 1 million subscribers. It's not going to, give me a lot of it's just going to be it. This is all it is. I just document my days. This is more progress, though, than people realize. Being able to be like, I didn't take a trade today. I didn't take a trade for 6 days out of the last 11. That's cool. Because this is trading. It becomes boring. It becomes methodical. It becomes just, you do it. There's no nervous. There's no fear. It's just you show up and you either trade or you don't. And you make smarter decisions. I'm making smarter decisions each and every day. And I have to sacrifice the ego of wanting my video to do better, wanting to be able to make money, all this stuff. And just look, do I see it or not? Okay, I don't see it today. I don't see my trade. Okay, cool. I didn't trade. Right? And learning from the past, I've learned previously that days before FOMC or morning of FOMC, probably lower probability. Last day of the month, lower probability. All-time highs. So when you stack everything, no news Monday, all-time highs, last day of the month, is that the best opportunity for you to try and trade? Probably not. And if you ignore that lesson that you've learned, I've learned this in the past. When you first hit all-time highs and it's a no news Monday and the last day of a month, those are all typical signs on their own of being lower probability. So when you stack them all together, do I ignore the past, all the 2 years I've spent trading? Do I ignore everything I've learned and just force it and just become caveman-like? Or can I control the short-term dopamine and say, you know what, I don't care if I get a payout this month. Because guess what? If I trade at this rate and I take maybe 2 or 3 winning trades or trades in a month or in a week or 2 weeks, then to get out of drawdown, I'm going to take a $500 payout from this account if I can get there. If I can be $1,000 on the account, I'm taking $500 as a withdrawal payout. That's my goal, is to make $500 from this account. For me to get to $1,000 or $500 payout, it would take me making about $2,000 from where I'm at. For me to do that, it will probably take me the good part of July, all of July. So what happens? Objectively, I can sit here and tell you, the conscious part of my brain can say, you know what, if I can sit here, bring this account out, drawdown, bring it up in profit, and take $500, that is progress. That's big. That is something major. That's great. I can sit here and tell you that because that's objective. That's real. That's truth. But the caveman part of your brain, the dopamine side, because your brain can't understand that. All my brain can think is short-term pleasure, short-term trading, short-term profit, short-term this, short-term that, make this amount. That's all your brain can process. So your conscious, the part that can thought process, logic, reason, can tell you, look, me getting a payout on this account, even if it takes me a whole month, is amazing. But the short term that can't think past today is telling me, I wish I made money today. I want to do this. I want to get a payout next week. I want to make $1,000 this week. That's the part that you have to suppress. And it's so hard because that is you too. You are the part of you that's conscious and thinks, you know what, getting a payout, doing the right thing, that's great. But then you're also the short-term dopamine hungry person that wants to trade every day, wants to grow his YouTube channel, wants to be a millionaire overnight. But you can't, right? So I'm super, super stoked about going to these games. I can't wait to watch the game tonight. I can't wait to go to sleep and wake up and drive to Miami and watch Madrid play. I'm so excited to watch Madrid play. Please, man. Y'all tell me, give me some same-game parlays on Hard Rock to do for this City game and for the Madrid game. I'm looking to place a bunch of different parlays. So give me some same games, man, for this. I'm super, super excited for this. I can't wait. So, again, I won't be training tomorrow. I have a backtesting video coming out. And please, till July 8th, Apex is doing 80% off. Please run your boys' code up. Please help me out, man. It helps me out a lot. Alpha Futures, this is the last day to get a advanced plan with no activation fee. I don't know if you have to pass it before June 30th. So, you know what? We'll take that back. And maybe, I don't know. But use your boy's code on Apex Alpha Futures. I'm working on trying to get one with My Funded Futures, but they haven't responded back. So in the meantime, just run up those codes. I really do appreciate anyone that uses it. It helps me out a lot. And your boy also is going to be working again in the fall. I'm going to go back to coaching soccer, so I'm no longer unemployed. So I get to live one more month, July. I get to live July of being unemployed, and then we go back to the grind that we did all of last year. So, yeah, man, that's cool. TikTok going viral. It's cool. Every day is not going to be a home run day. Today's a boring day. Nothing really crazy happened besides I'm doing exciting stuff in my life in terms of going to watch some soccer games I want to see. And, a TikTok went viral. But besides that, I don't really got much else to say to you guys. But I love documenting this because this is real. This is trading. This is progress. This is the day-to-day. This is reality. It's not sexy. It's not pretty, but it gets the job done, and this is it. This is trading. This is becoming successful. So, Lobby Boy subscription, man. Let me know how you guys did today. Did anyone blow their account on this? I have a feeling at least one person did. And hopefully you guys do well tomorrow. Be smart, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And a la Madrid. Peace.